Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Let's see, this right at 9 o'clock. Let me go ahead and make preliminary announcements and call the calendar. This is the Orca C status calendar and the Orca C final plea calendar. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. I'll be presiding over these calendars today. For those defendants that are on Zoom, please be cognizant that you are in an official court session. As such, you should conduct yourselves as though you're actually here in the courtroom with me. If you are driving, I'll need for you to pull over. If you're at work, I'll need for you to find a appropriate place to address the court where you won't be disturbed. You should not be walking around while the court is in session. If you can find yourself a steady place where you can address the court, that would be helpful. Again, for those defendants, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have counsel present at these proceedings. If you would like to see if you qualify for the services of a public defender today, we do have public defenders that are on the line. And if you would like to make application to see if you qualify, we're happy to allow you to do that. Let's see, I see that we have Ms. Gant on and Mr. Corn on this morning as for the Public Defender's Office. If you all will put in the chat what they need to do if they wish to seek your services, that would also be helpful. And Ms. Gant or Mr. Corn, I'll let either of you instruct people how they need to apply for your services this morning. We also have solicitors on the line today. They can give you their offers to resolve the matter today. If you're not happy with what they offer you, you can still enter a not guilty plea. If you do enter a not guilty plea today, you'll have the right to either have a bench trial or a jury trial. If you request a bench trial, the bench trial will occur before May, sometime in the not so distant future. If you request a jury trial, the case will be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date. Let's see, Ms. Gant or Mr. Corn, which of you would like to instruct people how they can apply for your services today?
Good morning, Your Honor, and the courtroom. If you would like to receive the services of the Public Defender's Office in the chat feature, please place your name and email address and best contact number, and one of the attorneys will reach out to you shortly. And I am also typing the instructions in the chat. If there is someone who is available in the courtroom who would like our services, I am happy to take the number of that person, will provide to the litigation manager so that our office can reach out to them outside of the courtroom.
Thank you, Ms. Gant. Okay, let's see who's with us today. I'm going to start with the Orca C status calendar. Position number 1, William Browning. Mr. Browning on the line? It's my understanding that all of these cases have been on a previous calendar. This is the second scheduling of the cases. What is the pleasure of the state?
Good morning, Your Honor. Erica Marshall-Story for the Solicitor General's Office. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Ms. Marshall-Story. Good to see you as always.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is requesting a bench warrant in this matter.
All right. So, well after 9, bench warrant will be granted.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Odyssey indicates on Mr. Browning that the state was searching for a death certificate.
Okay.
I don't know if they had.
I'm sorry, Ms. Bolton. What did you say?
Yes, I would like to speak on that. So yes, so there was a reset for an update for a death certificate
Okay.
from July 13th.
And that's reset for today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing they didn't find one.
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't have a death certificate. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of that. I see our plea offer here and that he was not on the last calendar, but I can have our investigators to try and research and see if there is one available. If there's anything defense counsel can also do, if they have any contacts with the defendant's family or any outstanding addresses and attempt to do the same. Perhaps we can get this, at least figure out one way or the other.
Okay, thank you. We'll hold on this one. Thank you, Ms.
Your Honor,
Winchester.
if I may, I do believe that there is a death certificate in Odyssey that is posted, and it lists the date of death is May 2022.
Okay, if you will check on that, Ms. Marshall's story during the session and get back with us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Position number 2, Gerald Freeman or Jarrell Freeman. Mr. Freeman present. What's the state's pleasure?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a bench warrant.
Bench warrant.
My notes indicate a null process was entered on 7/27.
Judge, I spoke to the victim on that case, and she stated that the defendant passed away on December 25th, 2021.
Okay. I don't know if you all heard that. I've been informed that the defendant passed away. The defendant has passed away in this matter, so.
Is this Mr. Freeman or Mr. Browning?
Freeman?
Freeman.
Yes, Mr. Freeman.
Mr. Freeman has also passed away.
That's what I'm being told.
Okay.
All right, so if we'll check on that and also check on whether a null process has been entered. Ms. Marshall, story, please.
Your Honor, I definitely will. I'll speak with the prior assistant also to see if there might be some updated information that's
Okay.
needed.
All right, very good, thank you. Position 3, Alexis Martin.
Yes, Your Honor, that is my case, and we are prepared to move forward with a negotiated plea, and Ms. Martin is on the line.
Thank
Good
you,
morning.
Good morning, Ms. Martin. If you'll hold, we'll be back with you. Thank you, ma'am. Position number 4, Martha Newton. Martha Newton. What's the state's pleasure?
Your Honor, the state is requesting a bench warrant. It is the state's understanding that Ms. Mooten would have received a null process with the payment of $131.60 restitution and 40 hours of community service. But if she is not here, the state is requesting a bench warrant.
I'm going to hold on Ms. Mooten to see if she appears at some point during this during our hearings. Position 5, Austin Morrison. Austin Morrison.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Morrison. Do you have a private attorney representing you?
I do, yes, sir.
What's your attorney's name?
It is Dickerson Law Firm.
Say the last name again for me, please.
Dickerson.
It appears to be Jeffrey Dickerson, Your Honor.
Oh,
from,
okay.
Entry.
All right. Mr. Morrison, does Mr. Dickerson know about this hearing this morning?
He does, yes, sir.
Okay. Would you, I'll hold, would you mind giving him a call for the court to see, to inquire where he is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Say it again.
You enter a conflict after I know about this.
Okay.
That's a conflict.
Okay. Apparently he has entered a conflict for this morning. We'll reschedule this. What is the rescheduled date? I'm sorry.
October 5th.
Mr. Morrison, your case is going to be rescheduled for October 5th, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll mail you a notice and Mr. Dickerson also. You have a good day, sir.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 6, Danny Robertson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Byron on behalf of Mr. Robinson. I believe he's on the line.
Yes, good morning. Mr. Arch, what are we going to do with Mr. Robertson today?
Your Honor, this is my first time appearing. I've been recently retained. I have entered the case for the entry of appearance as well as discovery motions. I would anticipate requesting a reset such that the state can provide me with the discovery as well as an offer such that we can try to resolve this matter.
Okay. Does October 5th work for you, Mr. Owens?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So we'll reset you for October 5th at 9 a.m. Hopefully that'll give you enough time. And if you all do decide to enter into a plea, if you will get with the solicitor's office prior to that time to get the paperwork prepared, okay?
Absolutely.
Yes, and the attorney record, I am handling that case now, Erica Marshall's story. So you can feel free to address any correspondence to me.
Thank you, ma'am. Will do.
Okay, anything further this morning, Mr. Owens?
Nothing further. I will be excused.
Yes, you all have a good day.
Your Honor, that date again was October the 5th.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Position 7, Raven Shockley.
Yes, hey.
Good morning, Ms. Shockley.
Good morning.
Do you have a private attorney representing you on this matter?
No,
Would you like to see if you, would you like a public defender to represent you, see if you qualify?
yes,
Okay, so if you will put your information in the chat for me, Ms. Shockley, so that someone can get in touch with you, and if you will also begin filling out the application to see if you qualify, okay?
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 8, Carl Smith.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Are you still represented by Attorney Kenner?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Kenner.
Good morning. I actually spoke with Ms. Oto this morning, who is the supervising, I guess, attorney over this case from the solicitor's office, and we're trying to work out some kinks on the recommendation. So I don't know if she has had an opportunity to inform Ms. Riley, Denise Riley, who I believe is the assistant solicitor general on the case. But we're just waiting to work those kinks out.
Okay, let's see if we can work the kinks out this morning. Ms. McCutcheon, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you? I just emailed Ms. Oto Ekpo, who's one of the assistant solicitors in our office, and asked her to join the Zoom, Judge. So if we can hold for her report on this.
Okay.
One.
All right. Thank you, Ms. McCutcheon. Mr. Kenner, we'll put you into a breakout room when the solicitor comes on to see if you all can work things out. And if so, we'll be happy to see if we can resolve this today. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Position 9, Sarah Thomas.
Morning, Your Honor. Monique Jones. I'm here with Ms. Thomas. And I've discussed this pretty at length before with Ms. Marshall's story. If I could just have them up with her this morning to see kind of where we are.
Okay. All right. Very good. So Ms. Jones and her client are in court with me this morning. She informs that she would again like to speak with Ms. Marshall's story to see if we can move the case forward today. Okay. So we'll allow you to do that once we complete the call of the calendar.
Your Honor, I'd also like the court to know that the victim, I don't see him at this moment, but he was also on the Zoom call when the court started.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Marshall Story. Okay, position number 10, Andrew Tolliver. Say it again. Okay. Have we heard from Attorney Paris?
Your Honor?
Yes.
Karen is about to jump on. She was on another court call. He's locked up right now. And she's supposed to be on. She said she's about to jump on the call.
Okay, very good. So I'll hold for her report. Thank you. Okay, moving on to the add-on calendar. The only position 1, Abraham Johnson. Is Mr. Johnson on the line?
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Are you able to activate your camera?
Yeah.
All right, now you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning.
Do you have a private attorney in this matter?
No, like, cause they said that, but I don't need one.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you've been charged in case 20 CR 00057 with battery family violence. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. So I'm happy to let you, if you would like to see if you qualify for the services of a public defender, I'm happy to let you do that. If you want to speak with a solicitor and get get a recommendation as to how to resolve the case, I'm happy to let you do that also.
But not, and me and you supposed to have a bench trial October 27th.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
like, cause it told me that like I have but like a meeting on the 17th of this day and stuff. I don't know
Okay.
why, but
all right. So
Yes, Your Honor, so we requested a bench trial. The state wanted to place both cases together. There's another case, this companion case with this case.
okay. So when you were here before, Mr. Johnson, that was in regards to, I'm being told that was in regards to another case. This is a second case against you. Would you like to have a bench trial on both these?
Hold on, which cases? Because I only had one case.
It was one case, but it was another case that was added on to the victim.
So which case is that? Because I'm
hold
confused.
on, Mr. Johnson. I'm trying to clarify.
Okay.
So does he have two cases?
This case was added on to another case. The state wanted, and maybe the state can intervene at any time, but they wanted a defendant's case and his case placed together.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Ithier. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. Can you give me some insight?
The other, this is, he's a cross defendant in this matter. Ms. Shakaria Swain, she's position 12 on the Orca C final plea.
That is correct, Judge, and our office represents her.
Okay.
Mr. Joanne Haddad represents her, and he asked that case be placed on the bench trial calendar.
All right, so we're going to place Ms. Swain's case along with Mr. Johnson's case on the same bench trial calendar on October 27th. Is that correct? Yes?
Yes, right? Because like, hold on, like y'all said I have two cases.
I was Mr. Johnson, I was mistaken. You only have one case, but there's apparently a cross defendant. So we're going to try those cases at the same time.
Okay.
On October 27th. So I appreciate you coming back this morning and letting us know that you're here. And you should get a notice for October 27th for your bench trial, okay?
Okay, appreciate you.
All right, you have a good day, Mr. Johnson.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the Orca C final plea calendar. Position 1, Jeremy Carr.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Carr. Have you obtained a private attorney in this matter?
I have, Your Honor. It's Walter Furlong. Unfortunately, he had a conflict today, so he asked to be placed back on a status calendar, I believe, for September. He's going to be asking for more discovery.
Okay, do we have a conflict letter from, do we have a notice of appearance?
I don't believe he's filed it yet. I talked to him about 2 weeks ago, right before he was traveling for some personal matters, and then he's supposed to be back early next week.
Okay, please inform your counsel that he needs to enter a notice of appearance in this matter so that he can get notice of any court dates as well as yourself. We appreciate you being here, Mr. Carr, to make the announcement. But if he represents you, he should be here himself to make the announcement, or he should have filed a that he would not be with us this morning. But I'm glad that you're here, Mr. Carr. I'm going to reschedule you until October 5th. Okay, so if you'll let your counsel know and let him know that he should go ahead and file a notice of appearance at his earliest opportunity, okay?
I will.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Carr was also position number 2. Position number 3, Wajulin Harris.
Is that Kwajalein Harris?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Good morning. No, that's okay. Mike Moran, I think the state has an announcement on this case.
That's correct, Judge. Is Mr. Jordan assisting the court today as the litigation manager on behalf of the clerk? I sent an email to Mr. Jordan. I always know that Mr. Jordan seems to always be present.
Right. Mr. Jordan is not with us this morning. Ms. Bolton is here in court with me.
Okay, I will forward it to Ms. Bolton. I have a proposed transfer order to Superior Court to present to the court. I've consulted with the Deputy Assistant District Attorney, John Turner, and the DA's office is going to accept this case. I did email Mr. Moran last night to let him know, but I believe he had some technical difficulty, so I forwarded the emails again with the attached order.
Very good. So once I get that order, I'll get it signed and the case will be transferred to Superior Court.
And Counsel, Mr. Moran, did you receive the email containing your copy of the order, sir?
Yes, we did.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. Anything further on Mr. Harris this morning?
Nothing, Your Honor. I think that completes our business. So maybe.
Yes, you'll have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Positions 4 and position 5 are being reset. The attorney had a conflict in the matter, so this is going to be reset for these cases will be reset to October 5th. Willie Howell.
Your Honor, the plea paperwork has been forwarded and agreed upon in this matter. I don't know if the court wants to put it on a final plea or keep it on this date.
Good morning, Tracy Moran here from Mr. Howell.
I'm sorry, Ms.
Okay.
Moran. I meant
Thank you for making the announcement and let me know what the status was.
It was
I
the prior
appreciate it.
case, Your Honor,
Okay.
with Mr. Petty.
Oh, so yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, that matter, the plea paperwork has been sent. I understand the attorney did file a request for leave, but I just wanted the court to know that it will be a plea that has been negotiated and wasn't sure if you wanted to put it on a different calendar or keep it on the 5th.
Okay, do we have a plea calendar? That's okay. We'll do a final plea calendar on the 5th also, Ms. Marshall Story.
Okay.
All right. So Ms. Moran, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Good to see you as always.
It's good to see you. I believe my client is on. I didn't.
Yeah, come on.
There he is. All right, excellent. Judge, we've had an opportunity just right after 4th of July to pre-try this case with ASG Marshall Story. We've reached an agreement on it. It required us to take a defensive driving class, a more extensive one. And I will fall on the sword to say that I don't think I gave the information correctly to my client. So we would ask respectfully for the reset to the October 5th so that he can complete that class. We can get the paperwork for the plea together and be ready to take a plea.
Okay, very good. Ms. Marshall Story, would you like to put the offer on the record?
Yes, Your Honor, that offer actually has been previously put on the record, but it is if the defendant agrees to a DUI risk reduction class and shows a certificate of completion, then we will null process these charges.
Okay.
That is our understanding, Judge.
Very good. So we will reset until October 5th. If he completes it before then, Ms. Moran, if you'll just have him get it to Ms. Marshall Story and she can get us the null process.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Marshall Story.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Moran.
And may we be excused with that, Your Honor?
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 7, Charles Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Jackson. Let's see, do you have a private attorney in this matter?
Yes, she's having difficulties logging in.
Okay, what's your attorney's name?
Kendra Robertson.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jackson. I'll hold for her announcement, okay? Position 8, Christopher Lawson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Goodman for Mr. Lawson. I apologize. I'm here in Coweta County at the same time. I've pre-tried this with the state, and we are asking that it be moved back to the trial division.
Okay. You would like a jury trial on the matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will return it to the division judge. You will also get a formal request for a jury trial and a case management order. So once we'll email those to you. Once you get those, if you'll get the request for a jury trial back to the court, the case will be transferred, okay?
I'll do so, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good. Anything further, Mr. Goodman?
No, Your Honor. May my client and I be excused.
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Same to you.
Position number 9, Jamarcus Remo.
Your Honor, Mr. Remo just submitted an application to the Public Defender's Office. He appears to qualify for our services. I would like to have the plea recommendation placed on the calendar and reset him for the next plea calendar, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gant. Whose case is this?
This is my case. Sarita, get the air.
Okay. If you would like place the offer on the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor. It is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for 1 day, the remaining 2 days to be served, a $600 fine, 240 hours of community service, alcohol, drug evaluation and treatment, and risk reduction program. And that is for the DUI less safe. The DUI per se, the headlights, and the possession of marijuana, if he takes the plea, would be null prost.
Your Honor, am I allowed to speak, Your Honor?
Mr.
Not at this
Remo.
point, Mr. Remo. Let me go over the, just basically, I will follow up with you regarding this offer.
Perfect with me, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so we'll reset this until the October 5th calendar. That will give you enough time, Ms. Gant.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Am I excused, you guys? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
no, you're fine. You're excused. You have a good day. We'll see you back in October.
Have a blessed one.
Position 10, Alan Smiley. Mr. Smiley on the line.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Smiley. We reset you prior to hire counsel. Have you had an opportunity to hire counsel?
No, sir.
Okay, what would you like to do with these charges today, Mr. Smiley?
What do I need to plead guilty, or can I try to get a public defender?
I'm happy to see. Have you made application?
I mean, not plead guilty, plead not guilty.
Yes, Mr. Smiley. Let me see. First, if you would like to make application with the public defender, I'm happy to allow you to do that. Have you? I know that you've been here before. Have you made application with the public defender at a prior hearing?
Not at one of these hearings, but at another hearing.
Okay, all right. So if you would like to, see if you qualify for the services of the public defender, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. You'll have to put your information in the chat for me, and you'll have to fill out some paperwork to see if you qualify. So you'll go ahead and put your information into the chat, and we'll have someone get with you, okay?
What do I need to put in, my email or something?
Your email and your phone number, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Smiley. We'll be back with you. Position 11, Theodore Stark. This case has been, there's a conflict that was entered and it'll be reset until October 5th as well. Mr. Stark, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, good morning, sir. Your counsel did enter a conflict letter for today, so it's being rescheduled, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You have a good day, sir. We've already established that position number 12, Shakiria Swain will be a bench trial.
And she is here. Can she be excused?
Yes. You have a good day, Ms. Swain. We'll see you back in October. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 13, Joshua Warner.
Good morning, Judge. That's my case.
Good morning. What are we going to do with Mr. Warner today?
Judge, I'm going to ask that you put that on October 5th. It's going to be a plea through a series of almost comical missteps on my office's part. It's not ready for today. I apologize, but I do have an offer. It's worked out. It can be a plea on the 5th.
Okay, very good. So we'll put this on the plea calendar for October 5th.
Thank you, Judge. With that announcement, can I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I may, I did reach out to Raven Shockley, position 7 on the Orca C status calendar, but have not received an application I have not received any contact information to reach out to her to assist with completing the application.
Okay, Ms. Shockley, are you on the line? She might have fallen off the line, Ms. Gant. We'll see if she returns. Anyone on the call that did not hear their name or that joined us late?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Karen Pass or Mr. Tolliver, Andrew Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize. My 8 o'clock virtual ran late.
Okay.
Figured it would be over long before 9:15, but.
You're fine, Ms. Tolliver. Let me find your client. Say it again.
Position 10 on the status calendar.
And what are we going to do with Mr. Tolliver today, Ms. Pass?
Your Honor, I spoke with the prosecutor. We received an offer. He does not wish to take that, and we'd like to be placed on a jury calendar, please.
Okay. We will return it to the division judge. Ms. Pass, you're going to get a case management order and also a jury trial request. If you'll get the request back to us, the case will be transferred back to the division judge, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day.
You too.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you today?
Sorry, Mr. Corn, I stepped in right before you. Good, I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm here on behalf of the state and the Carl Smith. Hi, Mr. Kenner, how are you? If you wouldn't mind, Judge, if we could go to a breakout room, we would be able to have an announcement for you within the next couple of minutes.
Okay. If we can put counsel into a breakout room.
And if we could put Ms. McCutcheon and then another, either Ms. Githia or another ASG, Ms. Marshall Story, one of them as well. That'd be great.
Which one would like to join?
We'll take Ms. McCutcheon, Judge, and we'll take Ms. Githia.
Okay.
For a player to be named later.
Okay.
All right. So if we can put those into a breakout room. Again, is there anyone else on the Zoom call that joined us late or did not hear their name?
Yes, Your Honor. Jeff Dickerson for Austin Morrison.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Dickerson, it's my understanding that the case is rescheduled for October 5th. Is Mr. Morrison still with us?
I don't hear him responding, Your Honor. I'm on my phone, so I can't see the list of people.
Okay, yeah, I think that I dismissed him earlier. He gave the announcement that I believe that you had a conflict in the matter, so as such, I rescheduled for the 5th. Is that fine with you?
Thank you, Judge. That's what I was going to ask for. We have some mitigation materials we want to provide to the state. And we'll be ready to either plea it or announce ready for trial on the 5th.
Okay, very good. So
And
we'll see.
Mr. Dickerson, I'm handling the case now. If you don't mind forwarding me the information you'd like me to review, I'd appreciate it.
We'll do it. It's probably going to be tomorrow before I can get it to you, but I'll get it to you as quickly as I can.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Have a good day.
You have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, let's see. Who do we, Mr. Corner, Ms. Gant, who can we, is there anyone that we can deal with at the present time for you all to go into a breakout room with or speak with?
I'm still awaiting an application from Mr. Alan Smiley.
Okay.
He's completing that now.
All right, and I see that Mr. Smiley's there.
I'm having a hard time filling it out. I got it where I ain't got no app to fill it out on.
I tell you what, Judge, if you could excuse us for a little bit, I'll give him a phone call and we'll just fill it out verbally.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Corn. I appreciate it. So he's gonna call, or Mr. Smiley, so make sure you answer his call.
Okay.
Ms. Swain, I'm happy to have you here. Your case, but you certainly don't have to be here at this time, but you're welcome to stay.
Oh, no, I'll leave. Thank you.
Okay, I saw you there. I know that your case had been reset, so.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am. Ms. Gant, is there anyone that you can speak with?
At this time, Your Honor, I do not see Ms. Shockley on the Zoom call. However, I am prepared to move forward with the plea. I did submit one of the plea paperwork forms to the court, and I also did receive the amended form, and I will complete that shortly.
Okay.
And that would be for position 3 on the status conference, Alexis Martin.
Okay. And is that your case, Ms. Marshall Story? Okay. So is Ms. Martin on the line?
She is, Your Honor.
Do you want to go ahead and take that plea now, Ms. Gant?
If it pleases the court, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Martin, are you with us?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Good morning again. Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
You swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
You can put your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Marshall Story?
Your Honor, this is a little bit odd. I did not negotiate this plea, and I have notes in Odyssey, but I will allow Ms. Gant to put the recommendation in the plea on the record in this matter, because I'm not sure if what I have is actually updated.
Okay. Ms. Gant, what's your understanding of the negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor, 12 months probation, terminating upon completion of terms, a $100 fine, and a null pros of the no insurance and possession of marijuana charges.
Okay. So the only plea would be to failure to obey traffic sign, signal, and marking, and the other 2 charges are being null pros, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and we would also ask that any probation fees be waived.
Okay. Ms. Marshall Story?
That looks very close to what I have. So I do see the no process. I'm not sure if they've been submitted to the court, but I'll get on top of taking care of those.
Okay, thank you. Anything further, Ms. Marshall Story?
No, not from the state.
Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to thank the state for the recommendations and ask that Your Honor accept the state's recommendations.
Ms. Martin, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to failure to obey traffic signs, signal, and marking. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir, very much so.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Martin. I am going to waive probation fees for you while you're on probation to help you get and stay on your feet. And when the probation, well, when you pay the fine, then the probation will terminate. So the sooner you pay the fine, the sooner you won't be on probation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. How do I go about doing that since we're in court virtually?
We'll give you instructions on, or Ms. Gant will give you instructions on how to contact the probation department, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, you have a good day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Anything further, Ms. Gant? For Ms.
Nothing
Martin?
nothing further, Your Honor, and I will reach out to you, Ms. Martin.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Yes, have a good day, Ms. Martin.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And let's see, I think that we have Attorney Robinson on the line. For Mr. Jackson.
Hello, Your Honor. Good morning. I apologize. I had some technical difficulties this morning, but this is Kendra Robinson standing in for Mr. Jackson, Judge.
Okay, good morning.
And Mr. Jackson, good morning. Mr. Jackson is present on the Zoom call. However, Judge, Mr. Jackson did let me know that it is his desire to have a jury trial in this matter. And so that is our announcement to the court, that we would like to be transferred to the proper division so that Mr. Jackson's case could be brought before a jury, Judge. And I did communicate to him the final offer that Ms. Story did relate to me, and my client doesn't want to accept it. So that's our announcement this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Robinson. Ms. Marshall Story, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor. I think we've both been involved, ASG Riley and myself, but I will note that this is going back to the division judge.
All right, so Attorney Robinson, what we'll do is we will send you a case management order. We'll also send you a formal request for a jury trial. If you can get that returned to us, we'll transfer it back to the division judge for a jury trial. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Anything further this morning?
Nothing.
Just one last thing. Is that going to come via email, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I think that the division judges are sending notices via email. How did you get this notice?
Well, I did not get this notice. My client he communicates with me. So when he got his notice, he just instantly gave it to me. So
okay. Did he get his notice by email? Do you know?
He got it by paper.
Okay. I'm not sure how the notices from the division judges are, to be quite honest with you. Ms. Robinson will come out, but you will get notice at the next hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I
Yes,
take
sir.
it, take it that you are have entered a notice of appearance.
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, so you should be getting the notices also. And I'm not sure why you didn't receive this notice for today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So,
I'll inquire into it.
all right. Very good. Anything further?
That's all that we have this morning, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes. You all have a good day.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, if the state could, may I go into a breakout room with the attorney on Sarah Thomas? I see that Mr. Claude Thomas is the victim and back on the Zoom call, and I think he may be working. So if we can try to work something out, we'll try to do that so we can get him back to his job.
Okay, that's very good. What position is that, Ms. Marshall Story?
Your Honor, I'm actually
Well,
looking at
what's the
camera.
name?
It's Sarah Thomas, position number 9 on the Orca C status calendar conference.
Okay.
Attorney Monique Jones.
Okay. Ms. Jones?
Place in a breakout room, perhaps?
We can, but
Or I could just try to out for a call.
yeah, why don't you?
Oh, she can call me. I didn't realize
Okay.
she was in the courtroom. She can call me.
Okay, all right. Do you have the number? Okay, all right. So if you all will, so she's gonna call you right now, Ms. Marshall Story.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, the court will be on recess until someone comes back with an announcement.
we are asking for, or I'm asking for one more reset. She has a document that she wants to bring into court, as well as she's looking toward doing counseling, family counseling at Antioch. So we would have that with us when we come back.
Okay, so you'd like to be, would the October 5th date work for you?
If we could get a little bit, could we get maybe at least 30 days?
Okay, so
But that would be 30 days, huh?
if you want longer, I'm happy to give you some more time. Just let me know, and I'll see what calendar we have available.
Okay, the reason I'm saying this because getting the council, got to see what how and because of the violence that the church is open and.
No, I understand. Whatever date you want me to give you, you just let me know, and I'm happy to work with you. So how long do you think it's going to take you?
If you have a November calendar.
Okay. Do we have a November calendar?
We have November 2nd. That would be great. November 2nd.
Okay, November 2nd. Did you hear that, Ms. Marshall's story?
Yes, Your Honor, November 2nd.
Okay, does that work for the state?
Your Honor, the state is fine. We are just waiting for proper documentation from the defendant and defense counsel. So
Okay.
whatever date works for them.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So we'll.
Be like a family counseling. The other Claude Thomas, who is her husband, he's online as well. So just want to put that forward that this would be a concerted effort to have that family counseling.
Okay, very good. I'm happy that you all are able to work it out. Okay, anything further?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, you all have a good day. Good to see you as always.
Judge, I was able to speak with Mr. Smiley, and unfortunately, he's not going to qualify for our services.
Okay, so let's see.
He's number 10 on the final plea calendar.
Okay, are you there with me, Mr. Smiley?
Yes.
So it's my understanding that you don't qualify for the services of the public defender. And we've reset you to hire counsel. Previously, you have not been able to do that. What would you like to do today? Would you like to speak with a solicitor regarding what the offer is? You've been charged in case 19 CR 009922F with 2 counts of obstruction of a law enforcement officer. If you'd like to hear what the offer is, I'm happy to have Ms. Marshall's story place that on the record. You do have a right to have a bench trial or a jury trial on this matter. If you have a bench trial, it'll be before me sometime in the not so distant future. And if you request a jury trial, the case will be returned to the division judge for that trial. What would you like to do this morning, Mr. Smiley?
Can I speak to the solicitor, see what the offer is?
Yes, sir. This your case, Ms. Marshall's story?
Your Honor, it is not. It is Ms. Githiea's case, but I'm looking to see if there is a sentence recommendation that I can share with the court.
Okay, thank you.
While she's in the breakout room.
And also, is this your client? I mean, is this the victim is still here in that previous case, Ms. Marshall's story? I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Thomas?
You're on mute, Mr. Thomas.
Somebody was assisting him with,
okay. Mr.
Yes,
Thomas,
he needs to be told.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mr. Thomas, good morning. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Were you able to hear that the case has been adjourned to November to try and get some additional documentation and hopefully to have you all do some work with your church, Antioch, some counseling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then the judge can instruct you further. And if you have any questions, you can always call me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Story.
All right, you have. a
I
good
didn't want to
day.
dismiss him, Judge. That's why.
No, he's fine. If you don't have anything further, sir, you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, thank you. And so back to
Thank you.
Mr. You're welcome. Back to Mr. Smiley.
The sentence recommendation that I see says 12 months probation, a $600 fine, and 2 anger management classes.
So that's the state's recommendation regarding the 2 charges, Mr. Smiley. What would you like to do?
She said 12 months 12 months probation.
Well, 12 months probation, $600 fine, and 2 anger management classes. Once you complete the pay the fine and do the 2 anger management classes, do you have any objection to the probation terminating, Ms. Marshall-Story?
Your Honor, I do not.
Okay, so what that means, Mr. Smiley, is that you would only be on probation for collection of the fine and to make sure you do the anger management classes. Once you do those, then the probation is going to terminate. You won't be on probation any longer.
Okay. What if I just took an anger management class?
Well, the offer is a $600 fine and 2 anger management classes.
How long anger management classes?
You would, I believe that they are, that you can get them done relatively quickly, given that there are only 2. But you would have to speak with probation regarding how long those classes would be.
Okay, I just plead guilty then.
Okay. You don't look like you're in a position to accept paperwork this morning, Mr. Smiley. So
I mean, if you could email it to me, then I can when I get home I can fill it out and send it back.
okay, I'm happy to do that, but I don't know if court's going to last long enough for you to get home and fill out the paperwork and get it back to us. What I'm happy to do is reset you to another calendar so that you can get that paperwork from Ms. Marshall-Story and that you can get it back to us and we can take the plea at a future calendar. Would you like to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So, Ms. Marshall-Story, is your contact information in the chat already?
Well, Your Honor, this is Ms. Githiea's case.
Oh, okay.
So I will explain what has happened to her, but because I am not involved at all, I don't know if she was planning to no process the second charge. I'm not sure if it was to run consecutively and he pleads guilty to both. And I do believe since she has worked on the case and may have even spoken to the officers that those are decisions that need to come from her.
Okay, so Mr. Smiley, if you can hang on the line until Ms. Githie is in a breakout room right now, until I can discuss this with her to make sure that the court's telling you exactly what the offer is, I'd appreciate it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so just hang on the line for me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I appreciate your assistance, Ms. Marshall-Story. Thank you.
Of course. Now I have sent the death certificate, sent a no crossover for position number 1 on the Orca C calendar, and I'm about to research position number 2.
Okay, so no
I sent it to Ms. Bolton.
Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. So we will get that signed.
And Your Honor, if I may, regarding position 7 on Orca C status, Raven Shockley.
Yes.
I would ask that you reset this case for the next calendar so that our office can reach out to her and perhaps see if she qualifies.
Okay, so the October 5th calendar.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And I don't think that there's anyone else on that is requiring the assistance of the public defender this morning.
I believe that is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, so we will be in recess until the solicitors rejoin us.
Thank you.
Well, they're the same case, so they're gonna be done at the same time.
You already have 5. You want me to add, you want to make 6?
Yeah, let's
Or
just
you
make.
want to do it November?
Yes, is there an announcement?
On Mr. Smith, Your Honor, the parties have engaged in a long discussion regarding the recommendation of the license being suspended. We have been trying to research whether that is by operational law or whether it's discretionary by the court. And that has been a hiccup in the case. We've done thorough research and we still are not able to find anywhere in the statute that it's by operation of law. So we want to have a little more time. Just my suggestion is that I've always called DDS law department when there's those type of issues that's hard to find to get the answer. And so we even tried to call the law department, but we couldn't get through. So what we're asking is that the case be set for a final plea, the last final plea, so that we can shore up that issue, deal with that issue. And then once that is worked out, then either we're going to be pleading on the final plea or we'll be announcing going to trial.
Okay, so does the October 5th date work, Mr. Kenner?
Yes, yeah, October 5th, that should work for me. Okay. Let me make sure I don't have any. Pull my calendar, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
And Judge, I do see, I believe Ms. Oliver, one of the family members, is present. So it's the court's the state's understanding then that the reset date is going to be October the 5th at 9 a.m. for the final plea calendar.
Yes, that's correct, Ms.
Thank you, Your
McCutcheon.
Honor.
If that's okay with Mr. Kenner.
It is, Your Honor, I'm available on the 5th.
Okay, all right, so we'll reset for October 5th on the final plea calendar. All right, thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge,
So-
did you receive the transfer order on the other case?
Yes.
Mr. Moran's case? All right, thank you.
Yes, we did, and it's been signed.
Okay,
That's correct, Ms. Bolton?
that was a Harris case. Fraudulent Harris, yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I've signed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business and Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, always good to see you. I'll see
Thank
you
you. Good
next
to see
time.
you, Your Honor. Okay, bye-bye.
Anything further, Mr. Kenner?
No, Your Honor, I'm just putting this on my calendar. Make
Okay.
sure.
All right. You all have a good rest of your day.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you,
Kenner,
Your
reach out to me if you need to. Thank you.
I will. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you, Judge. And I'll probably see you on the SAP calendar tomorrow, Judge.
That won't be me.
Oh, that won't be you. Okay. All right, then. Well, have a good remainder of your week, Judge. Goodbye.
Okay, do the same.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you. Ms. Githier, while you were away, Ms. Marshall Story was good enough to help us with Mr. Smiley's case, who is position number 10 on the Orca C final plea. I wanted Mr. Smiley to stay around to make sure that the recommendation was correct in this matter. So what we determined was that it was 12 months, a 600 on probation, a $600 fine, 2 anger management classes, and that the probation would be terminated upon completion of the anger management classes and the $600 fine.
That is correct.
Okay, and there are 2 obstruction charges. Are either of those charges going to be null prost, or did you want him to plead guilty to both charges?
Guilty to both, Your Honor.
Okay, so did you hear that, Mr. Smiley?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you still wish to move forward with a guilty plea in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Mr. Smiley, is that I'm going, Ms. Githier, if you can put your contact information in the chat for Mr. Smiley. Have you already put your information in the chat, Mr. Smiley?
I did earlier.
Okay, all right, so it's just.
I can put it in there now.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that you and Ms. Githia get together before that, that October 5th plea calendar to have all the paperwork ready so that we're not trying to do paperwork on the day, okay?
Okay, I just put it on there.
Okay, all right. Do you have that, Ms. Githia?
Yes, and I just sent my email address as well.
Okay, so her email is also there. So make sure you reach out, Mr. Smiley, so that you can get that paperwork and we can move this forward on October 5th, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate your patience this morning, Mr. Smiley. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
All right, you too.
And I think that, were you able to find anything, Ms. Marshall Story, on Mr. Freeman's case, position 2 on the status calendar?
Yes, Your Honor. I sent a message to Miss Bolton. It appears that Miss Riley did do a no process. And in the no process, it states that she was able to see the death certificate. So I was wondering if that was sufficient. That was the question that I sent. But I did see the no process and it appeared to have been sent to the court.
Okay, do we have that?
The case was it was no cross on the 27th.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay, yes, we do have an all cross.
Thank you.
And just before we go over I think that we've completed all the 9 o'clock calendars. Before we go over them, I'd just like to make an announcement as far as position number 4 on the status calendar. That's Martha Mooten. Although Ms. Mooten has been in court with us before, she is not present today. I note that we do not have a phone number for her, but the address that we sent the notice to was not returned. As
They would
such,
request a warrant. Thank you.
all right, anything further before we go over the calendars today? If not, when Ms. Bolton is ready.
We can start with the Orca. Can everyone hear me?
No.
I can't hear you.
Okay, can everyone hear me now?
That's better. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the Orca C add-on, which was a bench trial. Okay, let's move over to the Orca C final plea. Reset 10-5. Position 1 is reset 10-5. Position 2, reset 10-5. Position 3, transfer to DA. Position 4, reset 10-5. Position 5, reset 10-5. Position 6, reset 10-5. Position 7, jury trial request. Position 8, jury trial request. Position 9, reset 10-5. Position 10, reset 10-5. Position 11, reset 10-5. Position 12, bench trial request. Position 13, reset 10-5.
I just wanted to verify the bench trials are scheduled for October 27th.
Just for these 2, yes.
Okay.
The 26th.
26? Okay.
Yes. Okay, the Orca C status calendar. Position 1, no pros. Position 2, no pros. Position 3 is a plea. Position 4, bench warrant. Position 5, reset 10-5. Position 6, reset 10-5. Position 7, reset 10-5. Position 8, reset 10-5. Position 9, reset November 2nd. And position 10 is a jury trial request.
All right, any questions or concerns?
None from the state, Your Honor.
All right, thank you all. It went fairly quickly and well today. Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you all too. Be safe.